To continue our event today, I'm going to be asking a dear friend, MLA Rachna Singh, the Parliamentary Secretary for Anti-Racism Initiatives in British Columbia, to be sharing a few words with us. MLA Singh was elected for Surrey Green Timbers in May 2017 and re-elected in October 2020. She's the first Parliamentary Secretary for Anti-Racism Initiatives in British Columbia, and has been one of the leading and forefront advocates for true systemic change to address racism, discrimination, and including Islamophobia in British Columbia. Previously, she has experience working in as a drug and alcohol counselor, a supporter for women who are facing domestic violence, and a community activist, giving her a broad range of knowledge about how to deal with the real issues that people are facing. MLA Singh, thank you for joining us. It's an honor to have you.
Thank you, Brother Yusuf. Thank you for your kind words. I'm so grateful to be speaking to you all today from the traditional territory of Tulu Kiat First Nation. And I'm also joined by a number of my legislative colleagues. You have already heard from Brother Heyman, but we also have the Speaker of the Legislature, BC Legislature, Raj Chauhan here today. Also my other colleagues, Brenda Bailey, Kelly Green, Jagru Parar, Teresa Watt, Sonia Firstano, and these are the people I can see on the screen, but there might be some others as well. So we all stand in solidarity with the Muslim community. And before I begin, Brother Yusuf, I really want to thank you and Brother Tariq for organizing such an important event and creating this space for this important dialogue. The speakers before me have said really important things, and the work that is being done. On this day, 5 years ago, the lives of families, friends, and communities of six Muslim people were changed forever. And today we officially recognize the National Day of Remembrance and Action on Islamophobia. It is a day to reflect and remember the victims of that 2017 act of terror, a day to recognize that the anti-Muslim hate is a concrete and a daily reality for Muslim communities. And it is a day to consider how we can take action against hatred and racist violence together. As BC's Parliamentary Secretary for Anti-Racism Initiatives, I'm committed to take the action. Our government is focused on combating racism in all its forms, from systemic racism to incidents of racial attacks and hatred. And an important part of this work involves looking at our own government policies and programs to root out systemic racism. To do this, we need data, real information, so we can make our services more equitable, so we can address the gaps that negatively affect people of color more than others. That is why we will introduce anti-racism data legislation in the BC legislature this spring. We are doing this work in partnership with the communities throughout BC, gathering feedback through lived experiences. And I'm so thankful to BCMA, Islam Unravelled, for being key partners in those consultations. At the same time, we are working in the longer term on BC's first Anti-Racism Act to help create a safer, more inclusive province for every British Columbian. But we can't stop here. We know more needs to be done. Let us all recommit to being anti-racist, commit to doing more to challenge that status quo, and to speak out when we hear and see examples of racism and fundamentally shift our institutions. We are here today because of an act so violent that I'm still at loss of words. Baseless violence and hatred that devastates families and communities. It has no place in Canada or anywhere. And today we stand in solidarity with the victims, the survivors of this attack, the families who have had their loved ones taken away from them, and in solidarity with everyone who has experienced Islamophobia and anti-Muslim hate. I am with you in this sadness, and I am with you in this hope. We need to combat Islamophobia and racism together. Thank you.
Thank you, Rachna. As you said, Islamophobia is one of the most evil expressions of hate. Here in Canada, we are seeing people being murdered and killed because of it, which is, it's an unbelievable situation to be in. What happened to the Afzal family in particular, many people saw themselves in that family just going out for a walk. We've had discussions with yourself and many other people on this call about what that experience was like, to hear that mother, daughter, husband, grandmother, kids just went for an evening walk. I know family members and friends who've changed their behavior to be more cautious and secure because of that event. And I want everyone on this call to imagine what it is like to believe that you can be killed and ran over by a white supremacist just because you're wearing a specific set of clothes that they identify with your faith. So thank you for bringing awareness to the importance of collecting data and information to make real change and real decisions to help end this, both online and in the real world. Thank you, Rachna.